The days leading up to a Wales versus England matchup are really, really special. There's an extra electricity in the air, and I've got for you now some of the great moments from this fixture down the years, and there have been some incredible moments of heartache and ecstasy for both sets of fans. Leave me your memories and thoughts in the comments down below. The fact that England are going to Cardiff with a chance to win the Six Nations Championship is just adding to the spice for this one, adding to the motivation. It'll add to the atmosphere that England's party could be spoiled. And the last 18 months have been painful for Wales fans and players. Those 16 straight defeats will be forgotten in an instant if they go and beat England this weekend. A mindset which was, appropriately enough, since Wales is the land of song, a mindset which was perfectly set to music by Welsh band Stereophonics.
1, 2, 3, 4. We don't want to be your enemy, but when we're on the field, it's red, white and green. Got beat by the Irish, got beat by the Scots. The French had a struggle, but you're the one we want. We want. As long as we beat the English, as long as we beat the English, as long as we beat the English, we don't care. We don't care.
So I will start my little series of memories for you of this fixture. In 1999, the Millennium Stadium was being built, so Wales had to use Wembley Stadium in London as their home for the day. Thousands of people flooded from Wales down the M4 to London and saw one of the most iconic Welsh rugby moments.
Quinnell, a burst by Scott Gibbs. Scott Gibbs is through. Scott Gibbs has scored. What an amazing try.
That one stung for England fans, but they got sweet revenge the next year back at Twickenham with an absolute beatdown, 46-12, equaling the record ever win over Wales, and not even half of the Welsh team could stop Lawrence Dallaglio on that day. He was in beast mode.
Dallaglio just drives him over. Check out the body angle, how low he gets. Jenkins with the first one missed. Now Taylor can't do anything to stop this. That's like a tractor, just ploughing over. Twickenham has not seen the like of that very often.
The 2003 Rugby World Cup saw these two sides go against each other in a quarter-final, and, well, Wales gave England a proper scare and scored one of the best tries of the tournament.
Pass away to Gareth Cooper. He's quick. Back outside to Jones. Gareth Thomas. Shane Williams gets it into Stephen Jones, and Jones has scored.
Fortunately for England, on that day, they had Billy Whiz, Jason Robinson.
Coming. Wonderful break. He's got support outside him. Does he need it? Greenwood goes in.
So England got the Rugby World Cup in their trophy cabinet, but in 2005, Wales would get themselves a Grand Slam, a campaign which started with a scrappy 11-9 win that will always be remembered for Gavin Henderson. Well, for Gavin Henderson and England's Matthew Tate, who was making his debut age 19s and was basically a human handbag for Gavin Henderson for the night.
Lucy. Now then it might work for Tate. Oh, Gavin Henderson.
Once he's got him there, steps inside. Well,
fantastic. Oh, save away, Gavin, save away. Wales are in the lead. 11 points to 9.
Make no mistake, wins for England in Cardiff, whatever the form of the teams, are really, really hard to come by, because this fixture seems to unlock a new level of pain that the Welsh players are willing to inflict on their own bodies in order to try and get the win over the old enemy. And maybe that energy was never more palpable than on the 16th of March 2013, a Super Saturday in Cardiff. England came to town knowing a win would not only get them the championship, but a Grand Slam. Wales were not only out to spoil England's party, they knew that if they won by more than 7 points, they would win the championship, with England having to watch them lift the trophy. It was one of the most memorable days, if you're a Wales fan. I remember watching the national anthem and being like that Ralph Wiggum Simpsons meme, thinking, we're in danger. 12 years on, and that noise and that atmosphere, the look on Jamie Roberts' face still gives you chills. Every England and Wales fan knows what happens next. Alex Cuthbert starred in a record ever win for Wales over England. 30 points to 3, and I can tell you firsthand that is as painful as an England-Wales game gets if you're an England fan. But when you look at the Wales team, what really strikes you is those names that just roll off the tongue. Gethin Jenkins, Adam Jones, Alan Wynne-Jones, Sam Warburton, Justin Tipperick, Taulupe Faletau, Mike Phillips, Dan Biggar, Jonathan Davis, Jamie Roberts, Lee Halfpenny, Alex Cuthbert, and the list goes on. These are Welsh legends, and it makes you realise where they're at now compared to where they were only 12 years ago. The Dragon can roar again, but they're just not in the same place, which is quite sad to see. But like I say, everything's forgotten if they beat England. Let's jump forward to 2015, where England did get revenge on their next trip to Cardiff. And, well, there was extra edge in the air on this particular night as well because there was a standoff in the tunnel. Chris Robshaw would not go onto the field because he suspected that Wales, who were not in the tunnel themselves, would make them wait out there on their own on the turf. And he stood his ground and would not budge. The game was delayed as a result. The crowd didn't know what was going on. The TV didn't know what was going on. It just was an amazing curtain raiser, though, to what was a fiery match where Jonathan Joseph and some suspect Welsh defence helped England win. And the win would have been more comfortable if James Haskell hadn't run into the post. The two teams would play again later in 2015 at the Rugby World Cup, and a crunch pull A match, which, another very memorable moment for Wales.
On the wing. Wales with a chance!
What a kick from Lloyd Williams, from one scrum half to another.
One scrum half to another from Gareth Davis in hot pursuit.
I think the difference between the two sides then?
They won and we lost.
Mike Brown's post-match interview, the stuff of legend.
It's discipline problem. There seems to be a lot of turnovers, a lot of penalties. Did that feel like that out there?
Yes, it's definitely a problem. Cost us the game.
Is it a regret that you didn't go for the post in the left end?
It's a regret we lost.
I miss this guy. I love Mike Brown. Yeah, there's a fair bit of heartache for England in these little video clips I'm showing you, but England would inflict a bit of heartache on Wales in 2017 when Wales were trying to run down the clock to win the match.
Jonathan Davis, straight down the field towards George Ford. Back come England. Farrell. Elliot Daly, Cuthbert chases him down. Elliot Daly for England scores. And England take the lead with 4.5 minutes to go.
You've got to clear the line.
To go off the field from there.
You've got to kick it into touch. They kick it midfield, okay? And just watch it come across. And Alex Cuthbert shows Daly the outside and he takes it. He's got to make the tackle.
I know the deal. This weekend, everyone who isn't English is going to be supporting Wales, obviously. And we're used to that in England. That's pretty much the norm, isn't it? Everyone has their own team and then their second team is whoever's playing England. Standard. That's fine. But make no mistake, despite the bookies having England as favourites, this one could absolutely be a Welsh win. England going there to potentially win a Six Nations Championship, Wales to avoid a wooden spoon. You can imagine me making a video in years to come about this weekend. So despite England's form, despite Welsh rugby being a bit of a low ebb, I am still scared. I'm still scared. I'm very much looking forward to the match. I hope you've enjoyed some of those memories. I'd love to hear yours in the comments down below. If you're still watching, I would really love it if I would earn your subscription. And I'll see you on the next video.